Hi beauties, welcome to my channel H.ealthy by Julia, and today is part 2 of the topic for vitamin C. So in this video I will tell you about the risks and what different brands don't tell you about their vitamin C products, and I will go a little bit in depth into the different derivatives. If you already watched part 1 of this video, then you know that vitamin C is antioxidant and it boosts the production of collagen and it has some brightening benefits for the skin. But let's see about the bad things. Our skin pH is somewhere around 5. And because vitamin C is so unstable, if your product contains L-Ascorbic acid, then its pH will be very likely below 3. And if your skin is sensitive, the acidity might be too much for the acid mantle, which means that it might be stinging, it might be burning, there might be some redness, and that's why I did say in my previous video that maybe L-ascorbic acid is not the greatest ingredients for someone who is just starting to use vitamin C. Another problem is the oxidation of vitamin C. Obviously, that means that your product will no longer be active, or in some rare cases, you might actually get bad reaction from the use of it. And what does this mean? It's destructive process. That's how you get the rust on metals. It's oxidation. Although it is very powerful antioxidant, it's great when it works on this way. But also that means that it might work as pro-oxidant because the molecules will happily react with other molecules. The Fenton reaction is bad for our skin because it means that instead of working as antioxidant, your vitamin C will react with the iron from the air or anywhere around us, and it will work as pro-oxidant. So it will instead start breaking collagen, there might be some skin irritation, might also cause some acne. In this case, obviously the main issue is caused by the iron, not the vitamin C, but the problem is that because it's such a widely seen pollutant, whether it's in the air or the water, it's just nightmare and you can't really avoid it. Then you have a lot of different metal particles, whether in your sunscreen or in your makeup, and this will also affect your vitamin C and continue to work this type of Fenton reaction. I have seen quite a few people that have told me I haven't changed anything, I've been using the same products for the past, say, 5 years. But that's too much for your skin. If you like lettuce and you eat lettuce for the next 5 months, don't you think that your body will say, okay, enough is enough, and you will get some kind of reaction? So it's the same with vitamin C and all the other different ingredients as well. You do have to change your products occasionally in order to get different benefits from different ingredients in different formulas for your skincare routine. According to most of the studies, the most efficient vitamin C is the purest vitamin C, ascorbic acid. But the problem is that it's very unstable. So a lot of the brands are combining antioxidants like vitamin E and ferulic acid in order to improve the penetration and the stability of the vitamin C products that they are giving to their customers. Now, the benefit with the pure vitamin C is obviously that if solution is 50% vitamin C, that all those 15% of vitamin C will penetrate into the skin if the formula is stable, and you will get all the benefits from it. Now, what you do have to bear in mind when you're buying product with pure L-ascorbic acid is that sometimes, because the manufacturers know that it's so unstable and the second that you open your product it will start breaking down, they go with crazy concentration of 30 or 40% vitamin C, which in the beginning might be way too much for your skin. And then afterwards, when it starts breaking down, it might get better because although the label says, say, 32% vitamin C, after 2 months of use, it's already much lower than this. Another trick that some brands are doing is that they add color into their products, because if your vitamin C product was, say, with white silky texture, if it starts going off and it becomes browny, it will alarm you that you should change the product. If you want to try something with pure L-Ascorbic acid, then you can go for the Drunk Elephant Vitamin C Serum. It has 15% of L-Ascorbic acid, and actually it has some fermented ingredients, so you get some postbiotics from it. If you're not really sure what I mean, you can check my video about postbiotics and probiotics and prebiotics so that you know what I'm talking about, because that's a big trend for this year as well in skincare. But let's continue with the products. Paula's Choice, they have also 15 and 25% boosters. When you use pure L-Ascorbic acid, the body recognizes it and it instantly starts working on. When you use different kind of derivatives, your body won't recognize them, and actually what we'll do is it will transform them from what they were to L-ascorbic acid and then work through. So in this process, some of the efficiency or the concentration, say, of the vitamin C will be lost. And now let's go to derivatives. Ascorbyl palmitate, that's a little bit so-so, because according to some people it's very unstable and nothing goes into the skin, but according to most of the people it's very stable and most of it goes into the skin because it's not water soluble. Magnesium ascorbyl phosphate is another derivative, and for shortly it is called MAP. Now for MAP, it has been for quite a while now on the market, and there's quite a few different brands that are using this type of derivative. So what we know for this one is that it is a humectant, so it's good for dry skin. It will help with the uneven skin tone, and although it's water soluble, it's much more stable than the pure L-ascorbic acid. Again, The Ordinary has some kind of product that we are talking about, so they have a 10% solution. To be honest with you, it's very difficult to find higher than 50% solution on the market because it gets a bit more unstable. But 10% is quite good penetration. And the other thing that I would like to mention is that usually MAP vitamin C has pH of around 6-7, so you don't get the acidic reaction, and therefore, especially if it's 10%, it's great for a beginner. Tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate is another form. In short, it's called THD vitamin C, and for some of the brands it goes to the pricier side of the vitamin C, but to be completely frank with you, you can still find something a bit more affordable with this type of vitamin C derivative. THD is working great. It is oil soluble, so it gives you great penetration. It's quite stable. Also, it's very brightening, so it's great for any kind of hyperpigmentation, age spots, or anything like uneven skin tone. As for products, we can talk about Biosense. They have oil with vitamin C. Also on the market, you can look for Sunday Riley. Sodium ascorbyl phosphate is another water-soluble derivative, so it will be more likely to be found in products that are more suitable for combination or oily type of skin. L-ascorbic acid is something quite popular. There's a lot of different products that contain this type of vitamin C derivative. The reason is because a few studies came up that if you use pure vitamin C, you will boost the production of collagen around 33%. But if you use this type of vitamin C derivative, you will boost over 70% the production of vitamin C. Again, as I said in my previous video, the main problem with vitamin C applied topically is that a lot of the studies were done in a lab on live skin cells, or if they are done on individuals, then the tests were not very large as volume, so the amount of people is not very huge, and there's the problem of the regulation. And again, a lot of the studies were published by people who are selling this type of vitamin C. In the last part of this video, I would like to tell you about the powdered vitamin C that you should be able to apply into your skincare routine with any products that you have, and you will get the same efficiency and benefits. I really doubt so. And the reason is because you see, you have all this information from what people have found so far about vitamin C, whether it's pure L-ascorbic acid or it's any of the derivatives. And you can see that it's unstable, it has different acidity, and also it gets oxidated. So there's quite a few problems. I personally don't like this type of boosters, and the thing is that because it's a powder, it should be more stable vitamin C. But however fine this type of powder, when it goes to your skincare product, it will make it a bit more rainy and powdery, the texture of your product. So it will become some kind of mechanical exfoliating product, and especially if you have sensitive and dry skin, that's a no-go zone. And as I'm talking about powdered vitamin C, there's quite a few homemade recipes that are using vitamin C, and they say that you can get from the pharmacy pure vitamin C, whether it's liquid or powder, and you can mix it. That's a no-go as well, because in order to apply topically vitamin C, you need to find powder which is for the skin and not as part of your food supplements. Applying just crushed vitamin C tablet won't be as efficient as you might think. The other problem with this type of vitamin C powder is the quantity that you will apply, because it has to be at least 8% in order to work, but it shouldn't be more than 20% in order not to irritate your skin. So the whole skincare routine is a bit like a chemistry lesson, really. You have to weight your product, then weight the powder, and then mix them. But although vitamin C is so controversial and there's so much information how bad and unstable it could be, I've been using vitamin C products for the past, let's say, 5-6 years, and I have sensitive, dry, rosacea prone skin, I have eczema. So I never had bad reaction from vitamin C, and I believe it's actually very suitable, and it could be anti-inflammatory, it's great for pigmentation, it's great for anti-aging, and really everyone can benefit from it.